YouTubers, resellers, and thrifters. My name is Carrie, and my channel here on YouTube is Be Carried Away. I'm a sometimes part-time, sometimes full-time reseller, meaning that I go to estate sales, thrift stores, garage sales, and the like, looking for items to resell online for a profit. I'm sometimes part-time because Mike is a travel nurse, and so we work really, really hard during parts of the year, and other parts of the year we'll take breaks here and there. So we're on a break right now. We're on a kind of self-imposed summer slowdown. After working COVID contracts for over a year, Mike is taking the summer off. So we're doing a lot of boating and a lot of camping. And we just got back from a very, very rainy camping trip. What better to do on a rainy day in the camper than go to a thrift store? So I found a somewhat nearby thrift store that was pay by the pound. So this is as close as I can get to the bins. I don't have any bins near me in upstate New York. And this place is $1.29 per pound. But the items are all out on the shelves. They're not in bins or anything like that. So I'm going on a thrift with me. I'm looking simply for hard goods. I don't know the store, and I'm not going to be looking for clothing. This place is loaded with hard goods. Now remember, they are items that made it through one round at a thrift store. They were donated, priced probably at a higher price than maybe they were, anybody was willing to pay for them. And now they're at this next step, which is this pay by the pound place. So I don't generally find a lot of great things at this type of store because they've already been picked over once. But I'm gonna go in and we're gonna see what I was able to find for $1.29 a pound, and just kind of spending a rainy day doing a little bit of sourcing. So stay tuned and see what we got. So as I'm heading in, I see this sign for the plush. 50 or more pieces of plush for $5. Like, for real? Anyway, I'm looking for hard goods today, so I'm not going to take my time to go over and look at the plush, but I do think that's an awesome price. I grab a cart and I head over to the hard goods, although I do have to kind of force myself away from the clothing. I see those new racks there, and I'm tempted to go over, but I don't. I make the corner and I head over. This store is really huge. I mean, there's all of these racks here and more up around the corner. So I know that I'm not going to see everything. I'm kind of going to skim through it fairly quickly. And I know that I'm missing things. So if you see something that I just glossed right over or missed, please let me know in the comments. It's really helpful to know, kind of what is there and what I should have looked at. I did pick up that backpack bag because it was green and yellow, and I thought maybe it was John Deere. I do take a quick look at this biscotti painted jar. I clearly know that that's newer, but I have seen some resellers. I do watch a lot of YouTube reselling videos that do pretty well with newer kinds of items like that. So I did just take a brief peek at it, but it didn't look like a quality item, and so I did put that back. So I head around the corner and I see someone here who has a loaded cart, and I'm hoping that, maybe that's what mine's going to look like on the way out. The first thing I see here is this Corningware, made also by Corning Glass, which is near me in upstate New York. And it's the cornflower blue pattern. I do put it in my cart, but I decide against getting it. This is a popular pattern, but it really only sells well if you have lots of pieces. And for the weight that they would have sold for at $1.29 a pound, it just wasn't worth it. Next, I see these Tupperware cake takers, vintage gold. I love these and I like selling them. They're easy to ship, but these didn't have the straps. There's another one over here, the pie taker. And I was so disappointed because I really thought that would be a great listing to have both of those together. But without the strap, they're just not valuable. They go for kind of $30 or so with the strap, but without, they're really just not going to go for all that much. Quite a bit of Tupperware there that I'm looking through, but it's all kind of, stray pieces here and there, and I don't end up picking up any of that. Next, I head over and I see this brass lamp. Again, something that I've started to look at by, recommendation of other YouTubers. other resellers who do really well with brass. That just wasn't in very good condition, and it was really heavy. Next, a piece of wood. Again, this is something that I've seen other resellers do well with. This was very cute. Candle holder with angels. I just didn't seem to have the quality there. The way that the wood was cut looked like it was just pretty mass produced, and I did not pick that up. Next, I see this really cute, well, I get distracted by the books. I'm always distracted by books. But this looked like a cute wooden chip dip cheese cracker tray. I did pick it up and put it in the cart, though I do end up putting that back because it looked like there was a piece missing on the front of that. I open up some wrappings. You know, I do think it's important to open boxes, unwrap things, kind of see what's in there that maybe hasn't been looked at by others who are shopping. I see an apple core there. Next I see this teapot, and these are definitely not worth picking up. I wasn't really quite sure. I know I see them a lot, so I did comp it. That was literally only going for $5, and the one there didn't even have the infuser in it. Some succulents, and now you're going to see my real bolo of the day. So up behind all of this stuff, I see some pink glass, this ruffled cranberry glass vase, and I think at first that this is probably Fenton glass, and Fenton glass can fetch quite a nice price. I look it over, I'm shocked that it's in absolutely perfect condition. There's no chips. So I did start to do some research on this, and it was not Fenton glass. It was Kanawari Glass, and this was made in West Virginia, in Dunbar, West Virginia. I can see that this is the same pattern. If you look at the neck of this bottle, this glass here, that's exactly what mine looks like. But it did take me a while to get to that point to find out that that was the satin opalescence. At first, when I did Google Lens, it was popping up with some hobnail. Glass hobnail, of course, has the raised bumps. And then some coin dot. Now this is Fenton ware coin dot. It looks similar to mine, but not the same. See how there are the big, wide, round circles that look like coins. And then this was the other one that mine was not, which is this diamond pattern. See, this has more of a diamond shape than mine. But here, this is exact. So you do want to be really careful when you're looking for your particular pattern. You know, there are going to be lots of similarities, and you don't want to mix it up when you're listing it. So I was really happy to find a great comp that goes for, you know, $100 or so. Just there was a vintage fondue pot going for about $30, and I did pick it up. Now this I did not pick up. It was a cast iron grill pan, but it literally went for like $10 on Amazon. It was newer. These I picked up to look at because I thought at first they were Tupperware, and if they had been that fall Tupperware pattern, I would have picked them up. They were kind of a no-name knockoff brand. Some really cute pieces, that little vase there, but not having time to comp a lot of things. I'm not really picking up a lot. These were some Target Asian-inspired teacups. I did not pick those up. Same with this more modern, large measuring batter pot sort of thing. Now this I did look at a little bit longer. I know that it's newer, clearly, but I do like to lot things together for a tropical luau sort of theme. Lots of people love to throw luaus, and if you can lot things like that together, they can sell well. I did pick up this RCA color video camera to comp, so I don't know much about them at all, but after comping that particular one with the model number and everything, I decided to put it back. It really wasn't going for too much without being able to test it and know for sure it was working. It was slightly heavy, and I just didn't feel like that was a good value for a purchase in this type of store where you're paying by weight. Looking at a few other things, this ceramic cookie jar slash canister was cute. Definitely newer, but it was hand painted, and again, it was just heavy for the item. I didn't know exactly what it was pattern wise, and your items really need to be searchable. This I pick up because of the color, because it has those Tiffany and Company, I'm sorry, not Tiffany and Company, the Wedgwood coloring, and so it just drew my eye to it, but it turned out to be the Laugh Out Loud dolls, and I was able to comp this and find out that it was the Downtown Girl Closet. It goes for about 15 bucks, ultra light, so I did pick that up and bring it home. So I will be listing that. Here's something that really, I spent quite a bit of time thinking about this. Mike and I have 2 of these, and we absolutely love them. These are the vintage Coleman camp stoves, and these are the kind that work with that old liquid fuel instead of the canisters. And we think it has a great flame. We love it. So they do sell well online. Some of them, you need to be very, very careful. You can, there's some eye-popping prices on certain ones based on condition, based on the model number. And then others of them, don't go for much at all. So I ended up leaving that behind because it wasn't in very good condition. And that particular model didn't sell for a high dollar amount. So something that heavy and difficult to ship, I just decided to leave that one behind. This I thought was really cute, but I don't know what it is. I see the crab there. I love the coloring. There's a space there in the center where something was supposed to be there, but if you know what you think that is, let me know. I don't know. So again, lots of cool stuff here. Now these, I maybe should have picked these up. 222 Fifth is very popular. This is the Belladonna pattern. It was just an odd set, right? So there were 3 dinner plates and 1 salad plate. And for the weight of those, I did not pick them up. If they had been priced individually and they weren't priced by weight, I would have picked those up. That pattern does sell. Here's a really cute piece that unfortunately it was just damaged. So it was this stein, a musical stein, marked Japan, but completely missing the lid. So that's just a no-go. Again, a more modern ceramic piece, but the angels are missing their wings. So in these types of places, you really need to check very, very carefully. Pick them up, look them over, run your fingers over them, feel for chips, look for cracks. Pretty purple amethyst glass, but only 1. So, singles can be really hard to sell unless it's a really, really popular style. So I did not take the time out to comp that. Some lids there. I see some Syracuse china or Buffalo china dinerware there, but again, it's going to be heavy, so I don't pick it up. Heading around the corner, I'm just looking at individual mugs. This lucite vintage ice bucket. So this was barware, and I was able to comp this. Now there was one listed for $49.95, but it wasn't sold. I did put it in my cart, but I ended up putting that back. There were no solds, and I think that that's a case where you need to be very, very careful to make sure you're looking at sold prices and not what people are listing items for. You can list it for anything, that may or may not have been a bad choice to put it back. But I do pick up that really cute dated 1981 ceramic Santa boot with the mice planter. It was relatively lightweight. It wasn't as heavy as it looked, and so probably paid about maybe $2 or so for that. And I think that'll be a nice, cute bread and butter type sale around Christmas time. Again, not sure if I should have picked these up or not. Sometimes these older patterns can go well for things like wallpaper, and that was a border. This is really pretty. I can tell immediately it's good quality, and flipping it over, boom, it's McCoy. So McCoy pottery is almost always a pickup. These were popular, so there's a lot of these listed. Probably get around $20 for that. Nothing fantastic, but it was in perfect condition, too nice to leave behind. Something like that, you know, if it doesn't sell for a great price, I can gift that, I can keep it for myself, etc. Here's a really pretty glass vase. This is Teleflora. Now, it doesn't go for much at all, $12.99. Some Teleflora does. I don't usually pick up and comp Teleflora, but some pieces go well. Now, here's something that I'm really intrigued by. This pattern. I pick up the cup, I pick up the salad plate. It's not marked, but always keep going because sometimes the dinner plates will be marked. And it was marked Blue Ridge Southern Potteries. And I was able to comp this if the pieces had been in better condition. That was missing the lid. I did toss it in my cart, but I ended up putting it back. Without the lid, you know, it's really not going to go for much. I was able to find the particular pattern, but unless you have a good set or good pieces, it really wasn't worth it. Next, I do pick up this item. This is really cute. It's a handmade Carousel Merry-Go-Round, highly collectible. Merry-Go-Round items are highly collectible, and this is a really unique piece. It does have a music box in it, which I didn't know until I was driving home and something in the back started making music. I do pick up this wooden hand-painted fruit piece. I'll probably lot that with something. And then this, unfortunately, this Welsh England little girl was chipped. A part of her bow had a giant chip out of it, unfortunately. Just scanning the shelves. I do pick up this paddle. This was a, ping pong paddle, and it just looked pretty high, and it had like inlay in the handle, and wasn't very good condition, but it was intriguing to me nonetheless. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Nothing great, but I liked the poem. Some pottery. Of course, I'm leaving all of these things behind. This I pick up now, even though this clearly has a chip in it. I'm curious to see what it is. So, you know, sourcing can be about getting things for resale. It can also be about learning more about items, patterns. So even though it was broken, I picked it up to take a look at the back. This little pumpkin spice everything by Nantucket. I wish I'd look at that fruit basket over to the right of it. And here's something I love. Now, these were an automatic pickup for me. I didn't even need to comp them or know much about them. Great condition, vintage plastic, salad bowl with four salad bowls with a serving bowl, and these retro colors. The salad bowl is dirty, but I clean it up. These are from Hoffman Industries. Thanks so much for coming along with me. I'm just going to show you real quick that I did stop at a garage sale on the way, and I do have a short. Well, it was my first attempt at a short. I don't think I did it right. Where I talk about having cash money in the car at all times because you might run across a random garage sale. So I wasn't out like, you know, garage sailing looking for a garage sales, but I did run across one, and I got some great stuff. Had the cash in the car. So they had 50 cents on all of these Christmas ornaments. Two of them I comped. There's a Norman Rockwell and a Hallmark. Not really too much. I didn't comp them right at the garage sale, but I did hit on a bolo item on this one. So this is the Gorham Sterling Snowflakes. This is vintage from 1972. Some of these go for quite a bit of money, and for 50 cents, some people have these listed, you know, upwards of 50, 60. That's really not what they're going for. If you look at the sold, they're going more like in the $30 range. But this is the sterling silver. It does have all of the markings on the back. It's probably maybe not going to show up on here, but absolutely gorgeous from Gorham. These are put out annually, so people do collect them. And I'm expecting to turn that 50 cents, well, $1.50, because the other ones probably I'm not going to sell. I'll either keep them or redonate them. But I'm probably expecting about $30 to $35 for this beautiful, beautiful sterling silver ornament. And next, for $1 each, I got 3 pieces of clothing. So this is brand new with tags. Gorgeous kind of purpley burgundy jacket. It's a women's jacket, and I'll put a picture of it up. But look at what the price. Look at this is the brand is Mocha, and that is by the Santa Fe Apparel Company. It went for $100, $99 originally, and these are selling online for $30 to $40. I'm gonna go, because this is new with tags, I'm gonna list this probably about $50 or so, about half price, and expect that maybe it'll sell in the fall. Next was another fall item and another great brand. And again, I'll put up a picture of this to give you a better view because these are hard to hold up in the car. But this is a beautiful Woolrich cardigan sweater, $1. Absolutely excellent condition, really cool design, right? So take a look at the little bit of a belt that it's got going across there. Again, $1. And finally, this Tahari, where's my little $1 tag there? This is Tahari Merino Merino wool blend. Merino wool is the softest, most luxurious kind of wool that you can get in this kind of clothing. And this is just a zip-up cardigan in some really pretty fall colors. So starting to think a little bit about fall, but you know, I'll source anything, anytime. My latest short was on, you know, the fact that there are no seasons on Poshmark or eBay, particularly for clothing. And the last item, no, two more. I've got two more. Super cute item. This is a lunch bag with kittens on it. It's canvas lunch bag, and it has the Aladdin in excellent condition thermos in it. So this is a two-piece. Now I've seen this thermos being listed for like, you know, a little bit less than $20, but I haven't seen the actual canvas bag. So I'm gonna list this probably around $30 or so because both pieces are here, and I did pay just $2 for that. Also at the garage sale. And this item was not at the garage sale. This item you did see me comp, but I just still have it in my car, so I'll show you live and in person. And this is this really pretty set of pink, this is plastic, it doesn't say melamine on the back, but these Petal flower salad bowls. So there were 4 salad bowls and this beautiful blush pink, and then the matching, which I did wash out. I scrubbed this out. If you see it in the video when I picked it up, it was dirty. And this is from Hoffman Industries, and it has this really pretty hibiscus pattern. So those were some of my quick pickups. Thank you so much for watching. Happy thrifting, everybody, and good luck finding some great bolos and great finds. Bye.